Well, welcome back, everyone. How are we doing this morning? Well, you may recognize this lawnmower from another video. That was the one where my son rebuilt that carburetor, cleaned it. And now we're going to do a tune-up on it. Well, actually, I'm going to do it. He has school. So again, we have a Honda Harmony HRM 215. We're going to change the oil, put a new spark plug, replace the air filter. We'll tip it over, take the blades off, get those sharpened up. We'll make sure all the cables are adjusted properly. If it needs any adjustments, we'll make those. In order to get this job done, I have to put down my coffee. Nothing like good coffee in the morning. So, let's start out with this oil. Let's get that drained out. And doesn't look like there's a whole lot in there. Make life a little easier. Let's take the bag off. Makes it a little easier to tip it over. Put this on for now. We'll remember to put that oil in later after we get done doing the blade and everything. What I mean is this thing needs a good cleaning. Let me take you over and show you. Right inside there. Look at that. That needs a real good pressure washing. So we'll see if I can get that done before I take it back to him. Alright, so now that we have that done, how about you change the spark plug? I'll even get the boot out of the way for you. So, there you are. You go ahead and do the spark plug. I'm going to have my coffee. Alright, since you're fighting over it, so who's going to do it? I can't have you guys arguing. I'll just do it. Not a tremendously bad looking spark plug. I've seen a lot worse. Looks like it's pretty good cleaning burning. And make sure that thing is gapped properly. We'll put it at 30,000. Okay. Alright, snug it up, but you don't want to over tighten it. You definitely don't want to over tighten that. That'll open up a whole new can of problems. Alright, so what do you say? I move you over to the other side and we'll get that air filter done. Now we'll get this air filter done. It's pulled off. Covers off. Yeah. Look at anybody looking for some dried up salad? Crumble that stuff up and use it as seasoning. Huh? Look at this. We're definitely going to need to wash this pre-filter off. We don't need to replace it. They are washable. So we'll get that washed. Pull the air filter off. It's not the worst looking one I've ever seen. It actually looks pretty good. I mean, it's dirty. You can really see the dirt. So, we'll replace it. So on this Honda Harmony HRM 215, this is the OEM air filter in there. Number 17211-ZG9-M000. It's a Honda. 17211-ZG9-M00, which is actually the same thing as that 000. So that's what we're going to put in there. So put this in there. Get a rag and wipe some of this out. Alright, so for now, just to make it look good, we're going to put this on. There's no way I can go wash that pre-filter and have it dry to put back in here by the time this video is over. So, I will wash this and put that back on off camera. However, another reason I should get the pressure washer out, look at that. Look at the grass buildup on the transmission. So that's going to need to come off. Too much of that on there is going to cause excess heat, which is bad for the transmission. So we may need to get that pressure washer out after all and clean all this out. Alright, now that I have the tools I need, let's get this blade taken off. First step you should always do is you don't want to hold these blades by hand. Put a piece of block of wood or something in here. That way it holds it steady. And these bolts are 14 millimeter. So we'll Alright, so as you see, Hondas have two blades. You want to make sure you don't mix them up when you put them back on. So, the bottom one has a big hole. The top one hole is a little smaller. And that's how you keep it straight. You don't want to try to do it backwards. And you definitely don't want to try to put them upside down, because look at the big gap. They only go one way. And as you see, they're angled right here. You want the angles to be together. And again, the big hole on the back, small hole towards the grass. Alright, now that we have those done, what do you say we just go ahead and put them back on? No, we're not going to do that. The reason why, we're going to break out the pesky tube. Gotta make sure this thing is balanced. You don't make sure these blades are balanced, and that machine is going to vibrate like crazy. So it's actually not looking too bad. Let's flip it over and try it this way. That is, we'll take a little more off of this edge. So let's take a little more off of there. So there's that one. That one looks good. Put that up there. Let's try this one. And that one looks good. So, now that they're both sharpened, they're both balanced, how about you meet me back over at the lawnmower and we'll get them put back on. Now, it's time to put these back on. Do you remember how they went? I don't. You do? Cool. This one go on there first? Or this one? Alright. This one? Alright. Again, they only go one way. You want those lined up. The big hole goes against the lawnmower. So then you get those on there properly. want them nice and snug. You don't want them to go over tight. Let's get this oil put in. So, let's see. Clean oil, hard to read. Looks like that's it. Right up there. So we're going to leave it at 16 ounces. Alright. I'm going to take a coffee break, and then I'll come back, and then we'll fire it up, make sure the blades engage and the drive system engages properly. So grab a coffee, and I'll meet you back here. Alright, what do you say we start it? We check and make sure the clutch engages and spins the blades, and that we make sure that the drive system kicks in when it should. So what do you... Alright, blades engaged properly. Transmission did not. I had to go up one more click for it to start moving. So, what do you say we adjust that? To make this adjustment, it takes a 10mm wrench. There's this one. That is for your blade, the first cable. This second cable is for your throttle. The third cable, the one all the way over here, that is for your drive system. And each one is you adjust the same way. There's a 10mm nut on the top side and a 10mm nut on the bottom side. So let's loosen this up. And now you can hang it down here like this. So to make it tighter, you want to turn them counterclockwise to raise it up on there. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to take it up some. We'll put it back on. We'll tighten it up. And then we'll check it to see if we need to adjust it again. Alright, now we got that tightened back up. You can watch those wheels. I know I need to clean my garage. It's raining out right now, so not happening today. So let's start it back up, and we'll see if it engages on that first notch now. So set the choke so we can start it. Blade engagement. Alright, that was exactly what I wanted. It went on the first notch. So let me show you that notch. For your throttle, for the drive system, there's different levels. When I first started, it wasn't moving until you're in third. Now it'll go in the first part. So that's done. So that's it. Thanks for being here. The only thing I got left to do now, remember, is I need to wash this pre-filter. That is bad. We'll get that washed. We'll get it put back in here after it dries. And until next time, take care. Have a good one. Thanks for watching.